Braid is a new 2019 horror flick that stars Madeline Brewer, which I know from the movie Cam, which was a Netflix original film from last year that I mostly liked. I just had some serious issues with a lot of the questions that it posed, and I feel like didn't answer at all, but you can listen to my podcast on that episode if you would like for my full thoughts on that film. But I did like the film. But I know a lot of people loved the movie, which is awesome. And if you were a fan of her, she is one of the stars of this film. All the girls in this movie, including her, are very attractive. So if that's your thing, like it is mine, that will at least be one draw to the film. This is a directorial debut for this director here. I looked at her work, and I think she did a short before this. She's actually very attractive as well. So pretty much everyone involved in this film seems to be an attractive looking woman. So these are two friends, and they are, on the run from the law, I guess. And they have this friend who is rich. She lives in this mansion, but she has some serious mental issues. And they decide that they're going to go to her house so that they can rob her and take whatever is in her safe. But the problem she has is that she really likes to play house. And they have to play by her rules to try to get through it and eventually rob her. But she has, as I said, she has these really strict rules that you have to stick to, and you have to role play with her in the house, and it gets very weird. This whole film is just bizarre. If you're into different experimental, risky type films with a lot of wild, interesting imagery and creative, clever shots, I think that this will definitely be a film you should check out. It's got a lot of really intense, vibrant colors. It's got a chaotic, feverish type tone to it. So for all of those reasons, I definitely enjoyed those aspects of it. If you're taking it straight from a narrative perspective, I mean, this is one of those kinds of films that I think if you wanted to, you could break it down and analyze it and try to come up with all sorts of metaphors or symbolic meanings of this or that. I honestly don't know. I'd have to watch it a couple times to start to break those things down, or watch YouTube videos explaining what the hell I just watched in some of these regards, because honestly, by the end of this movie, when reveals are starting to happen, I was a tad lost. But I don't want it to seem like this plot's overly convoluted, because it's not. There's really not a lot going on in the plot almost at all. I feel like the synopsis is the film essentially, and everything that happens from there is just all about the visuals. So I don't, it's very, very light on plot, and focuses more on the aesthetics, which the aesthetics are great. You got great colors, and you got beautiful women, and you've got unique camera angles, and you've got, so if that seems like your kind of thing, I think it's definitely worth a shot. I know that some people will probably view it as very pretentious, and I could understand that, but I liked the visuals. I like risky films, and as I always say, I would rather something try to be original and fail than try to be cookie cutter and succeed. Like, who the fuck wants to watch a cookie cutter movie over and over and over? I don't. So I felt like this film was different. It wasn't a home run for me, but I definitely enjoyed looking at it, and it kept my interest throughout. I never felt bored. I just felt confused for sure at times, because it can be a tad confusing, especially towards the end when you're like, wait, what the fuck is going on? So, it's gonna be a bizarre, weird movie that some people will be like, I wasted fucking 90 minutes of my life. What the hell did I, or I think it's only 80 minutes. Yeah, I want to say it only runs in at 80 minutes, so it's not a super long one. But yeah, I think if you're the kind of person that's going to be into this movie, you're going to, get what I'm saying here and jump on it. But if you're against experimental type films that don't have much of a narrative, I would skip this one. But yeah, it was good. It was good. I think on a second viewing or something, I might appreciate it more and try to start piecing together what the hell was going on. But yeah, I'm above better than good. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not exactly sure where I could rate this. Someone asked me right before I recorded this, like, how I feel about this movie. And I told her, I was like, I don't know. I really don't. So I just pressed record and kind of just let it all go out. So hopefully you can take from that and assess what my opinion on this movie is from all of that. Because right now I'm kind of confused about my feelings towards this film. But there's my thoughts on it anyways. All right, let me know if you check it out, guys. Adios.